Well, hey everybody, my name is Dave. I want to welcome you to the YouTube Your Church show. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. This is the show where we want to help you get the most out of YouTube. You want to get the most out of YouTube for your church, and we want to help you YouTube your church. So this is the place to find out all the information that you need to know about taking a step forward in the YouTube world. If you've never been here before, I want to make sure that we get to know you. So leave your name in the comment section. Let us know who you are. Let us know where you're watching from. And the question for today is, where do you watch YouTube? Do you watch it on a mobile device? Do you watch it on a desktop? Or do you watch it on TV? Maybe you've got a smart TV and you watch it there, or you watch it through the Apple TV or something along those lines. I want to know, where is it that you watch YouTube from? So why don't you go and let me know in the comment section. And if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, I want to encourage you to make sure that you give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I'm going to be talking about a whole bunch of different things today, and I'm going to be including links to all the things that I talk about to help you get the most out of YouTube and to help you YouTube your church. So make sure you get into the comment section. Tell me what your name is. Tell me where you're watching from, and tell me where you watch YouTube the most. Is it on your mobile device? Is it on your computer desktop? Or is it on YouTube TV, maybe through your smart TV? I see that Justin has joined us. Justin, welcome to the show. I'm so glad that you are here. We have a big show set up for you today, including some of the things we're going to be going through today is how to increase your views. That's right. I'm going to talk about how you can double the number of views on your YouTube channel in less than a month. Doesn't that sound amazing? I'm actually going to show you real life case studies of some things that we've done at our church to double the number of views that we get inside every single month. And it has been a real revelation for us. And I really want to walk you through step by step how we did that. Then I'm going to get to your questions. You know, I love to answer your questions on this show. So if you've got questions as I talk, as I go along in the show, make sure you leave them in the comment section, either on Facebook Live, or again, if you're watching on my YouTube channel, make sure you leave the comments there. I always go back and I make sure that I answer every question, even if it's days, weeks, or even months later. I make sure that I go back and I answer every question. So don't stop asking questions, whether you're watching this live or on demand later on. So we got a special section set aside just for your questions, but I'll take questions all throughout the show as well. Then I'm going to give you my channel to watch. This is where I like to share with you the channel that has caught my attention in the past 7 days. And then I do a video of the week. What is that specific video that for whatever reason caught my attention and had me watching, kept me entertained, it informed me, or something along those lines? I'm going to share my video of the week, and then I'm going to talk about what's coming up next week. Got a big show that's going to build on what we talk about today when it comes to increasing the number of views on your YouTube channel. So I'm going to build on that just a little bit next week as well. So again, if you're just joining us, my name is Dave. This is YouTube Your Church. I'm so glad that you are here watching, whether it's in our Facebook Live or if it's on my YouTube channel. Once again, leave us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from, and let us know where you watch YouTube from. Do you watch it from your phone? Is that where you mostly watch YouTube? Or do you watch it from your TV, on a smart TV, or do you watch it from a desktop? Let us know in the comment section. Justin, please let us know, where do you watch from? Okay, so one of the things that has been a real revelation for us at the church where I work is we've been able to see a dramatic increase in our viewing time on our YouTube channels. And I want to walk you through exactly what that looked like and exactly what we did to get that increase in views. We literally on some channels went to 126% increase in the amount of view time, which was just absolutely incredible. And what we did to get that increase was something that is completely free of charge, and it was something that we were able to do in some spare time. It didn't take a lot of time at all, but it cost us nothing as well, and we had dramatic increases. So I want to really walk you through that. So it's all about increasing views. When it comes to YouTube, the thing that we want most is increased views. The thing that the YouTube algorithm most rewards is view time and the number of the click-through rate. So we want to make sure that whenever we're posting a video, we're optimizing it to the point where it's getting the most views possible. So as we've been posting at the church where I work, North Point Church here in Atlanta, as we've been posting to YouTube over the past 2.5 years, we really, towards the end of last year, wanted to see what we could experiment with to increase the viewing time that we have. And so I want to show you real numbers right now, real numbers from our YouTube analytics that will show you exactly how we increased these numbers. So this was during the month of August last year, and you can see from this graph that we were averaging roughly about 52,000 minutes per week watched. Now that is, that for a start, that's remarkable, but that is really what is the biggest opportunity by leveraging YouTube as a church. You can get dramatic view times because, as I've said before, YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world. And when you leverage it as a search engine, you will get fantastic results when it comes to the amount of minutes being watched on your channel. So this was taken from August 1 to August 26 last year. You see there on the right-hand side that we were getting a good number of views, but it had kind of plateaued for a long period of time. And so we knew that we wanted to shake things up just a little bit to see what we could do to get that graph going up and to the right. That's what we all want. We all want it to go up and to the right. So once again, this is how it looked at the start, at the end of August. And then by making a couple of small little tweaks, this is how it looked at the end of September. So September 2019, we jumped from 52,000 minutes viewed every week to 86,000 minutes viewed every single week. That was a dramatic increase. To put that into percentage terms, it was roughly a 98% increase inside a 4-week period. So we had been tracking at a really good clip, but our numbers had kind of plateaued. But then we saw a sharp increase in that September period. And I want to talk you through exactly what we did to get that increase. A 98% increase is pretty dramatic. It's almost double our numbers. And really, we didn't do it. We didn't spend any money on ads. We didn't upload brand new videos that were specifically appealing or anything along those lines. We were still doing the regular routine that we always had. But what we started to do was we started to change the titles on all of the past messages. So we had a team of people who went through and went back through our catalog of videos for the past 2 years. And instead of leveraging the message title that we had uploaded with initially, we went in and we changed the video titles to keyword optimized titles. And what happened was, within a 4-week period, we doubled the number of views that we had across the board. And really, that's all it was. We leveraged keyword titles. What keyword titles are? Keyword titles are titles that leverage keywords and keyword phrases that people actually type into that search bar when they're getting onto Google or when they're getting onto YouTube. And when you start to provide answers, when you start to upload videos that are providing answers to the questions that people are actually writing into those search bars, that's when you start to get an increase, because YouTube starts to throw up your videos as the answer to somebody's question. I've said it before, YouTube is the place where people go to find answers for everything, from fixing their car to fixing their marriage. And so as the church, if we can upload videos that are answering the felt needs, answering the questions that people are going to the internet to search for, then we're naturally going to get a lot more buy-in from Google, a lot more buy-in from YouTube, and that's when our views are going to increase dramatically. So I just want to show you some of the stuff that we did that will give you sort of an indication of how we changed our message titles. Again, we went up, we had a massive increase, 98% increase, and really this was across the board. It wasn't just at our North Point campus. This is a look at one of our other campuses, our Buckhead campus, that had a 126% increase, a 126% increase in 28 days, simply by leveraging those keywords that I've been talking about so often on this show, leveraging keywords to optimize our videos and get them in front of more eyeballs. Now, to show you a little bit of what I mean here, this is a look at some of the videos that started to get an increase in viewership when we shifted the name of that message from what it had been originally uploaded to what we had now changed it to after we keyword optimized. So you can see some of the highlighted titles there are very keyword optimized. They're questions that people are literally asking. And so what we did was we went back through the old catalog. Some of these videos were 2, even 3 years old, yet they suddenly jumped to the top of our most viewed videos list simply by changing those keyword message titles. So this is such an important part of uploading videos. Again, I've said this before on this channel, and I'll probably say it again. Too often what we think when we think of uploading to YouTube, we think that we should use it in the same way that we use Vimeo, just a place where we upload our videos so that, they get off our computer and people, we can just have them somewhere where they're accessible. But YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world. And so we have to leverage YouTube as a search engine. The best way for us to do that is to change the title of our messages when we're uploading them and make them keyword optimized so that when people go to YouTube to find answers, which they always do, YouTube and Google will throw up our videos as the answer to those questions. I got a few more people joining us in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us, Jonathan and Kenny. Jason, you're here as well. Church Communications says, hi, Dave. Hi, Church Communications. I'm going to assume that that's Katie or Kenny. I think it might be Kenny. If you've got any questions about anything that I'm talking about, please make sure you leave us a question in the comment section. That's where we like to keep them all, and we want to keep answering them. And if you're watching this on demand later on, either on Facebook or on my YouTube channel, make sure you leave a comment as well, because I'm going to go back and I make sure that I answer every single question that comes through on in the comment section. So make sure you keep doing that. So as we started to change some of the message titles and we saw that big increase in viewing time, there were a few different things that we leveraged to help us get to that point, a few different tools that helped us get to that point. One of them was a program called MorningFame. This is a web-based program. This is a paid program. It costs about $120 for the year, but really it is a keyword optimizing tool that I would recommend using on every video that you put up. It really helps you get to the point where you can type in a topic of what you think the video should be about or is about, and it will provide some suggestions that will help you get a more keyword optimized title. And you can play around with that. It gives you long tail keywords as well as short tail keywords. It gives you a grade for the suggestions that you put in. So for argument's sake, if you were going to put in a title that was how to survive the first year of working at a church, say that's what your video is about, you could type that into MorningFame into the search bar, and it will provide suggestions of how you could tweak that title on either the front end or the back end to get more views, and it gives you a grade specifically and a score out of 100. And so the higher the score, the better the grade, the more you know that that's a keyword optimized title. So that is a fantastic tool to use. As I said, it is about $120 for the year, which works out to be about $10 a month. I think it's very well worth it. And there is a free option as well that provides limited suggestions, so you can probably check that out as well. I'll just put that up again so you can see it. It's MorningFame. When you're typing that in, just Google search MorningFame, and I'm sure you will find that. Hey, I want to say hello to Kristen, who's joined us. Kristen, it's so good to have you here. Marcy, Janine, it's good to have you here as well. If you've got any questions about YouTube or anything that we're talking about, please make sure you leave them in the comment section so that we can answer them either now live on the show, which is what I like to do, or I can come back to them if you're watching this on demand, either here in the YouTube here on my YouTube channel or in the Facebook group. So go ahead and leave your questions there. Another tool that I like to use is called vidIQ. vidIQ. Again, if you search vidIQ in Google, it'll pop it up straight away. This is a tool that not only provides keyword suggestions, and this is one of the tools that I leverage on a regular basis, and it's one of the tools that we leverage to come up with keyword titles for messages. This tool also helps you optimize every part of the video upload process. It provides information on tags. When you're tagging the video, it actually, if you type 1 or 2 tags out, it will start to suggest more tags so that you get tag optimization as well. It will then provide you with some suggestions for the description so that you can add those into the description section that are keyword optimized as well. Then it also provides a checklist of, I think it's 9 things that are in the checklist, so that when you're uploading a video and you want to just make sure, have I done everything that I needed to do? Have I uploaded it to Twitter? Have I keyword optimized my title, the description, the tags? Have I put it into a playlist? Have I put a pinned comment to the video as well? Like, it will take you through a checklist that is super helpful. So I would highly recommend that you leverage vidIQ. And in fact, if you'd like to try out vidIQ, it's relatively cheap, but if you'd like it a little bit cheaper, if you use this code, you will get a discount. So if you go to this link here, I'll make sure that ends up in the comment section or in the YouTube description below. If you use that discount code, you will actually get a discount to leverage vidIQ for the year. So it's a great thing to do. It takes I think it takes 10 or 15% off. So, you know, I'm just trying to help you here get the best out of YouTube. Okay, so I hope that if you got any questions about anything that I just shared there, how we got to that point where we were able to double our YouTube views inside 1 month, inside 4 weeks. If you got any questions about that, make sure you leave them. I hope I explained that well enough. But if you do have questions, make sure you write them in the comment section. I will get back to them if I don't get to them during the show. I would love to be able to do that. I just want to make sure that you are getting the most out of your YouTube experience. If you are just joining us, my name is Dave. This is YouTube Your Church, the show where we want to help you get the most out of YouTube for your church. This is the section of the show where we like to answer your questions. Whatever question you have about anything that I've discussed, or just about YouTube in general. If you've got questions about how to upload videos, if you've got questions about thumbnails, if you've got questions about playlists, or what sort of content you should be uploading to YouTube, this is your opportunity to ask away. And if you ask during the next couple of minutes, I'm going to answer it live here on the show. If you've got questions later on, you're watching on demand, I'm happy to go in, and I will make sure that I go in and answer every single question that gets asked. Okay, so we've already got one question come through, a bunch of new people joining us, Lauren and Pete. It's great to have you guys here. I would love to know where you're watching from, first of all, and where do you most watch YouTube? Is it on your phone? Is it on your mobile device? Is it on a tablet? Is it on your desktop? Or do you most watch YouTube on your TV? Maybe you've got a smart TV or an Apple device. Where do you most watch YouTube from? That's what I want to know. And I'm also going to answer your questions right now. Mark has asked a question. Once you went back and changed the titles of the older videos, how long did it take to see a difference in their performance? Mark, that is a great question. So we went back through, 2.5 years worth of videos that we had uploaded. So messages that were 2 years, more, in some cases more than 2 years old. And we saw a change within 28 days. It really was that quick. I mean, I was tracking it from a week to week point of view as well, and we were seeing an up and to the right a trend in our video views. But within 28 days, we had seen as I said, some channels we had a 96% increase. A 98% increase. In other channels, we had a 126% increase in the viewing times. And part of the reason for that is that as we keyword optimize the titles, and in some cases, in a lot of cases, in fact, we turn them into questions like, how do I follow Jesus? How do I read the Bible? What does it mean to do a quiet time? When we started to change titles to those sorts of keyword optimized suggestions, YouTube started to throw our videos up as the answer to those questions when people were actually typing them into the search bar. And when that happened, not only did we get more eyeballs on the videos, but we also saw an increase in the viewing time of the videos. So we went from 12 minutes being watched to 18 to 20 minutes being watched, because we were actually answering the specific question that people were asking. And that was such a huge deal for us. So we saw that happen pretty quickly, and we saw it happen in two fronts. One was more people watching the videos, but then they were also watching the videos for longer because we were actually answering the questions that were being asked, that they were asking when they came to YouTube. I've said it on this show twice already. I'm going to say it again. YouTube is the place where people go to find the answers for absolutely everything, from fixing their car to fixing their marriage. It's where they go. So we want to make sure that as the church, we're in those places answering the questions and answering the felt needs that people actually have. You know, people want to know how to be better parents. People want to know how to read the Bible. People want to know how to get the most out of their faith. And they're going to YouTube to figure those things out. And so that's why I think it's so important that you YouTube your church. It's so important to do that because this is such an amazing and an incredible tool. So I hope that answered the question there, Mark. Thank you for asking it. Again, if you've got any more questions, make sure you add them in the comment section. If I don't answer them now, I will answer them later on. Keep asking those questions in the comment section and I will make sure that I get back and get to them. Pete, Joshua, Jerry, and Micah have joined us. Thank you guys. I'm so glad that you are here. If you're just joining us, this is the YouTube Your Church Show. I'm your host, Dave Adamson. We are asking a whole bunch of questions today, including where do you most often watch YouTube from? Is it from a mobile device? Is it a desktop? Is it a tablet? Or is it a TV? Joshua, who has a great, Joshua Verz there has a great YouTube channel. I would highly recommend him. He's in Iowa and he says that he typically watches on his iPhone or on his phone. Andrew says that perhaps 60% on my phone, 40% on Apple TV app. I'm probably the same. I probably watch most of it on my mobile device, either my phone or my tablet. I'd be 60% too, Andrew. That's probably where I sit. Josh also said TV. Roku is my number 2 watching device. Yeah, it's so convenient when you have a smart TV or an Apple or a Roku and you can watch YouTube right there. And then I also have YouTube TV. That's how we cut the cable in our house, was by going to YouTube TV. It was awesome. Joel says he's watching from Mexico. Hey, I hope the weather's well in Mexico right now. He mostly watches on his phone. Micah says, hey, and he watches on his phone. Well, I'm so glad to hear that. Most of my channel's views are also on phone, says Micah. Yes. Yeah, probably like most people, the statistics for mobile devices when it comes to YouTube are really, really high. So you're probably like most people there, Micah. Thank you for adding that comment into the conversation. Okay, so another thing that I like to do on the show every single week is I like to let you in on a channel that has caught my attention in the past 7 days. They're not always Christian channels. I mean, they will be from time to time. I don't think I've even done a church channel yet. But if you've got a great suggestion for a church that's doing YouTube really well, I would love to know who they are so that I can go and check them out as well. But this is really the spot in the show where I just like to share with you the channel that has caught my attention in the past 7 days for whatever reason. So this is really the channel to watch. The channel to watch. What is that channel for me? Well, this week, the channel is Hot Ones. Hot Ones is this fantastic channel. I absolutely love this channel. What they do is they basically get celebrities in. Maybe the celebrity is plugging a product or a movie or something along those lines, and they do an interview like you would normally see an interview being done. But the difference between this and any other show that I've ever seen is that on Hot Ones, the celebrity has to actually answer the questions while slowly working their way through progressively hotter hot sauces. So they usually have chicken wings, or sometimes if it's a vegetarian on, they'll have like cauliflower wings and stuff like that. And the sauces get progressively hotter. So this great interview happens, and the guy interviewing is absolutely incredible. He does a fantastic job of interviewing, but he also, he's obviously really adept at eating hot sauce. So for him, it's fine, but you see the celebrity start to sweat more and more and more. If you've watched the show, let me know in the comment section. I would love to know if you've actually seen it. I think it's an incredible channel, and I would highly recommend that you go out and you watch Hot Ones, the channel Hot Ones. Just as a side note, I love their banner as well. It lets you know how long it's been going for. 11 seasons, but also that they upload every Thursday at 11 a.m. There's a real tip in there for us that we could use as well. Like that, it's not a call to action, but it is a scheduling note that lets you know when the next video is going to be uploaded. So I mean, a great thing there as well as the fact that the content is just absolutely killer. Josh in the comment says that he watches it. Such an engaging format. and they're crushing it. Angela says that her kids love watching Hot Ones as well. Yeah, it's a really good show. I don't know if I'd recommend it for the kids all the time, but watch it in advance so that you know what's to come, and then let your kids watch it. It is such a great show. Okay, I also like to do a video of the week. This is the specific video that caught my attention in the past 7 days for whatever reason. Maybe it was entertaining, maybe it was informative, maybe the format, the video, the production work was really good, maybe the sound and audio were fantastic. Whatever reason, I like to pick a video of the week as well that I want to recommend that you watch. Again, not always Christian content, but I like to do this so that you can start to broaden your viewing experience when it comes to YouTube. And this week, my video of the week is done by a guy named Matty Hapoya. Matty is a great content creator. He's a fantastic photographer. His B-roll and the way that he shoots is absolutely incredible. And this was a video I watched actually just this morning. That's all about drones. And as somebody who has a drone, I always love his footage. Matty Hapoya is probably one of the best drone operators. So I would highly recommend that you go out and watch. First of all, watch his channel, Matty Hapoya. I'll leave links to that in the comment section. Both here on Facebook Live and on my YouTube channel as well. I'll leave links to Matty's channel and links specifically to that video as well, because that one was absolutely amazing. The footage was ridiculous. And again, he's just a really entertaining guy. Josh, once again, I recommend avoiding their sauce de bombe. It was painful. Oh, you've actually brought their sauce. That's awesome. That's the Hot One sauce. I've actually never done that. So, yeah, good. Angela has clarified that her kids are young adults. Thanks for clarifying, Angela. I appreciate that. She's clarified that her kids are old enough to watch Hot Ones, because there is a little bit of cursing in there. So probably just a warning for you there as well. Well, once again, we have come to the end of another show. This really is the fastest 30 minutes online, because this show just flies through. I hope today was informative for you. Next week, we're going to be tapping a little bit more into this idea of why keywords are important. Next week, I'm going to be covering how to find keywords. Today, I talked about a couple of tools, including MorningFame and vidIQ. I will leave that discount link to vidIQ in the comments section so that you can get a discount on that. But next week, I'm actually going to be talking about some more tools that will help you find keywords, so that when you're uploading your messages, your church messages to YouTube, you can keyword optimize them in such a way that they are guaranteed to get more views, more eyeballs on them, and for longer viewing times as well. So I'm going to give you a few more tools, both paid and free, because I know church budgets differ. So I want to give you some paid options and some free options as well. So make sure you come back next week to the same time, same place, to watch the next episode of YouTube Your Church. And as always, if you have any questions about YouTube, if you have any questions about social media, I want to be able to help you in any way that I can. I do a lot of it in the comment section, but if you want to get a quicker response from me, then I'm going to encourage you to text me, 201-267-2156. I will respond to you personally, answering any questions that you might have. I even take prayer requests. Like if you want somebody just to pray for you and your church, I would love to do that as well. 201-267-2156. Well, that is another show out of the way. If you're still answering questions, there's still people coming in and watching. I'm so glad that you're here. I am going to continue to answer your question. Andrew, I see your question in there. I promise you I will answer it as soon as I wrap up the show, because I want to make sure I do that. If you've got questions, keep them coming. Keep putting them in the comment section. I promise you I will get back to you. If you are watching on my YouTube channel, then I want to just encourage you to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment on this video as well, and share it. Share it to social media. Tweet about it. Do whatever. Because really what I want to do in this show is just to help you YouTube your church. I want to help all churches, wherever you're watching from. I want to help you YouTube your church. So give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it on social media. And I will see you all next time right here on YouTube Your Church.